Hey, welcome to this episode of Ruff Talk VR. Welcome to another edition of VR News. And this is a can't miss week with the Meta Connect last week. And it was a pretty good event. I think that a lot of the VR people wanted it to be a bit more, VR focused, but they definitely covered their whole catalog, WhatsApp or Ray-Bans, a whole bunch of stuff. Man, the Ray-Bans weren't, that presentation was one of the better ones in terms of like presenters.
Yeah, I liked the whole thing. I didn't expect it to be so AI heavy.
Yeah, but that was definitely the theme of the event.
Yeah, it seemed
AI
like
in this
AI
house.
was But I'm kind of curious about what they showed. Like, I want to play with it. And the Ray-Bans definitely. I went into it. We were even talking. I'm like, I'm not sold on a $300 pair of Ray-Bans. And then by the end of the presentation, I was like, where can I get these $300 Ray-Bans?
Yeah.
You were even looking to go, can I get prescription lenses with them and shit?
That's again, the presenter was not bad, but I
think,
again,
sold the shit out of them.
All of us VR people, though, we were here for the Meta Quest 3.
We wanted to see that ASAP.
Well, the big thing because everything about it's pretty much already been disclosed or leaked or, we knew a lot about it.
Where's the quotes for leaked?
The big thing that we wanted was just that pre-orders to go live. And luckily for us, it did. And as of right now, you can pre-order the Meta Quest 3.
Yeah, which we did.
Yeah, both of us went with, because you have the 128 gigabyte model for $500 or for $650 the 512.
We were curious what the extra storage was going to cost. That was I think they were deliberate in not like presenting that up front along with the 128.
128 to 512 is a big jump in data storage.
Yeah, but is it
this feels exactly like 64 gigabytes to 256.
But I'm not bitching, I'm just saying, is it like that expensive to go from 128 to 512?
Wait, so do you mean for us as consumers or for them as hardware people? As hardware,
I guess on their end, is it like?
Oh, it doesn't cost them $150 to go.
No, but it wasn't, it wasn't the end of the world either. But then I was like, you know what? You're getting closer to those prices where you look at those $1,200 headsets and stuff, $1,500 headsets. You go, okay, well,
yeah, 500 is a very comfortable price. I just don't like 128 gigabytes. I feel like
dude, they have you by the cojones because what are you gonna do? I even contemplated. I'm like, well, do I really need to fight? Well, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
But could I live with? I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with 128, especially with more larger
gigabytes.
Games down the pipeline. So
by the end of the Quest 2 life cycle, you could not manage with the 64 gigabyte. You could, people still did, but there were games that would fill up your whole headset pretty much with one download.
Yeah.
So that's tough. And I imagine that's going to be that same situation with 128. I mean, are we even going to see them eventually can the 128 model and just have a 256 model in a 512?
It's a lot of mini golf.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of mini golf.
No, but I'm happy with the 512 coming out October 10th. Like I said, so you can pre-order it from Meta's website. You can pre-order it from Amazon, GameStop, Best Buy. We ended up going with Best Buy for the ability to pick up that day.
Yeah, because you can get it on Amazon, but they won't ship it out until the day it's shippable. And then nowhere on there did it say at the time that we were looking, it'll arrive.
No, my estimated arrival on that was the 11th.
Yeah, and that is unacceptable, sir.
And GameStop, when I went to go look at GameStop's website, because I was like, maybe I'll support the old school GameStop, but theirs was only shippable.
Yep.
They didn't have pickup at
I did the same thing.
Best Buy is like the only entity with the pickup that same day. So huge props to Best Buy. That was my original pick, and they've carried through as the strong retailer.
Here's the pros and cons, though. I mean, Best Buy is cool because you can get it day one, but if you're willing to get it on Amazon, you can get the warranty for like $50 versus Best Buy, which is $140.
Mm-hmm. So if you're willing to wait that day, you can get a cheaper warranty.
Oh my God, shave $100 off the warranty price.
But I don't know which one's better. I don't know the fine print of each one. Maybe one's free for replacements, maybe the other isn't. I don't know. I didn't go shop.
Best Buy's allegedly is. I mean, it even starts off, I think, with like drop protection. Like you drop it,
Theirs is like sounds too good to be true, almost. But for $139, should be right.
So I was playing Green Hell, right, and I figured I would go into the shower because I just wanted that realism when I jumped into the little waterfall and shit, and my thing shorted out. So what's the dealie?
Right, it's got a little scratch on it. You hit it with a baseball bat.
How come your headset breaks every year at the same time? It's like it has a birthday or something. No, it's a break day.
Any instance of controller drift, you don't even WD-40, you just go right to the warranty. But, like I said, we all wanted the Quest.
Did you get the warranty?
No.
Either did I. No, I feel kind of a little scared.
Me too.
I mean, it comes with probably like a 90.
Did you need it for your Quest 2?
Knock on wood, no.
So let's have that same mentality, right?
And that was at a time too where I think some people are having some problems too.
Yep.
They were sending them back, and I'm like, oh no, did I get a lemon?
Yeah, that's the scary part of any time that you're a day one buyer of any tech is lemons. But
well, Xbox was pretty notorious for that too.
Yeah, but like I said,
much as I love them,
we were all there for the Quest 3, and again, the Connect covered a lot of different stuff, especially in the keynote. But a lot of the best Quest 3 stuff was even kind of hidden in the after stuff. Not stuff, after conferences. Like, for example, the Quest 3 is going to get full upper body tracking, wrists, elbows, everything coming later this year. And they're going to get AI estimation on legs. So we're going to have legit full upper body tracking, and then full AI estimation on legs, which creates, full body tracking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the legs aren't tracked. It's, I guess, upper body tracking with leg estimation, but let's see how well it works. That's awesome.
So you won't be playing soccer anytime soon in your living room, but you'll be throwing elbows.
But the Quest 3, man, the specs of it are nice. The pancake lenses, increased resolution.
You know what?
Slimmer.
It's from people who have used it. They seem pretty sold on it.
Yeah, the Upload VR hands-on review of it was very, very complimentary, especially about the power of it. They're like, they keep advertising this as a mixed reality thing, but its ability to run VR games at a higher resolution and more powerful is insane. We've already seen developers post like comparison videos, which is really what they should have blasted out during the Connect. That would have gotten everybody more hype. And you can just see the increase in shadows, in textures.
Well, increase in shadows or the adding of shadows, because in a lot of cases,
a lot of them
I saw like, okay,
I saw grass added that wasn't there.
It's funny the things we get excited for.
Oh my goodness, because we've seen it really,
dude. It's got wrinkles.
You ready? Red Matter 2, they have a Quest 3 upgrade ready to go that brings the resolution from natively 1226 by 1440 to, at times, 3322 by 3519. That's over double a freaking increase.
Yeah, and that you know what?
That on day one.
For any studio to do it, I'm glad it's them, because they already have a beautiful product,
That was cutting edge on the Quest 2. So if it's going to be double the resolution, and check this. So the default resolution of the Quest 2 apps on the Quest 3 are going to run by default 30% higher. Of course, developers like Vertical Robot, they can take it a step up with Red Matter 2 to over double. But by default, all apps, when you put on that Quest 3, or at least the vast majority, will be at a 30% increase. The only ones that won't be is if they were already past that resolution, that default resolution anyway. But the default running resolution of all the apps by 30% just on day one. So, I know a lot of people are saying, like, are you going to notice any difference on apps? And even we've been saying it's going to take time for developers to update. And that's still the case to get the maximum benefit out of it. But out of the box, we're going to see a 30% increase. That's pretty freaking awesome.
No, it's going to be an exciting. Hope everything runs smoothly on the 10th.
And beyond pancake lenses, which we've ranted for weeks about pancake lenses. Besides the brand new processing chip, the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2, which is so weird to just not call it the XR3, but XR2 Gen 2. So besides that new processing chip running stuff at whole new power, the field of view is also up to 110 degrees, which the Quest 2 was 90 degrees. So that's 20 extra degrees, but 10 extra each side, That's huge. To go from 90 degrees field of view to 110.
Yeah, that's going to be huge in open world.
With the increased resolution. Oh my goodness, like games like Ghost of Tabor.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
Grim.
Right.
Let's talk about Grim. Have you heard of Grim?
We're out here every week preaching, praising it. I can't wait
Keep
for it.
Keep going.
Well, that's a perfect example from a game that I'm sure will benefit from this type of increased processing power.
The game's going to benefit and the consumer is going to benefit. I think for almost, every good game that's coming out, it's interesting times. It's going to be a neat little, it's not PC VRs, but.
No, people are saying it's getting close.
Yeah, if it gets a little closer, then I'm content. I was obviously content with the Quest 2.
Apparently, according to Upload VR, for the demo that they had of the Quest 3 at Connect, they had a button to switch between the resolution on the Quest 2 to the Quest 3.
so you could do a live comparison?
Yeah, they even said something like, it's amazing that anybody, once you use the lenses on the Quest 3, it's amazing that you ever tolerated the Quest 2s. And I'm like,
now who said that? Did Upload say that, or was that Meta saying
Upload.
that? All right.
Upload.
I didn't know if they were like, oh man, can't believe you guys.
Right? Yeah, that would be a harsh statement right from the.
There's not a Quest 2 in the whole building,
So a bunch of good stuff, even to the point of like the headset is heavier, but it's slimmer, and people that use it are like, look, because of the design of it and because of how it's slimmer and the weight's distributed, you don't even feel it heavier. It doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, that was a concern, but the feedback has been real positive, so I'm not upset about it. No, I'm more upset that I can't just snap on my Quest 2 attachments and
Well, today's the 2nd, so we got 8 more days next Tuesday, and then the Quest 3 is in people's hands.
I hope those third parties are already like.
Yeah, well, we know developers already have it. They already got, as we can tell with Red Matter 2, they have updates ready to go. Saints and Sinner, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinner, they have an increased performance update coming too, right at launch.
It's funny they chose that one and not the second one.
I read the article as the first one. Yeah, that's how I interpreted it.
No, the first one they had great success with. The second one, they got
still kind of mixed.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's a real hit or miss. I can't even.
Yeah.
Whatever. There was also the Microsoft, I think in
I was December. That was a big part of the Connect. I mean, that was one of the
subscription. No.
Well, if you have the Microsoft Cloud Gaming service anyway, then you're already good to go. It's not a different subscription just for VR is how I took it. It's just being able to use your Xbox Cloud Gaming subscription on the Meta Quest, and you connect a Xbox controller to your headset. And starting in December, if you have the subscription, you'll be able to play games from the Xbox library onto your headset. I'm sorry, the Xbox Cloud Gaming library on your headset, flat screen style.
It's worth it for me, man.
Yeah, I'm pumped to try it. Do you already have the subscription for the cloud one?
I have everything.
Xbox Cloud Gaming. I feel like I've heard you say that you have it because that's how you used to play Microsoft Flight Sim, right?
Well, what's weird is there's a lot. My service also gets me a lot of PC games, but I don't play on a PC.
I wonder if they're going to expand that to VR then, and you'll get some VR games that aren't available on the Xbox, but maybe on the Meta Quest. It'll end up beating out the Quest Plus.
But I'm excited to play in my big ass 80-inch TV,
Mm-hmm.
I love it for the travel, dude. Like you're going somewhere and you want to bring your headset. Now it's like you got that and your Xbox. So.
Yeah, no, legit. That's actually a really good point. I didn't even think of that. And for somebody like you that already has the subscription, I mean, it's not like you have to pay anything extra now.
No.
You already have it. So now you just need to download the app.
Probably one of the rare times I'd actually like lay down a little. You know, like just chill with the lump of pillows behind you. And
100%. That's definitely a sit down and play situation.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a highlight of the Connect for me.
I was excited for that because they had announced it a year ago, you know. So
and then we heard radio silence. Still no GTA stuff.
No, that dude, come on, man. Stop.
Dead in the water.
Stop.
But they also teased something coming later this year, or maybe even earlier next year. They said later this year, but maybe early next year. Let's see. But they call them augments, and it's like you can place these permanent items in your mixed reality, in your pass-through environment. So, example, you could get a trophy from a game and place it in your environment, or a picture, you know, and it's always there. So that's a pretty cool effect coming for the mixed reality, you know, pass-through environments, which we already have we and you both do it in the Quest 2 as your default home screen as the pass-through. We do it in infrared, so
yeah,
I can't wait to have it.
And sometimes I swear it gets better.
Yeah, I can't wait to have it in.
No, I like that. Like you can put shit on shit that's really in your room. You know, it knows there's a table there. Yeah, put a photo on your wall, and the fact that some of them appear to be animated as well.
And that's an important thing to say. The Guardian drawing is gone,
dude. Wait until you're dropping, like, you know, where there's some coolness to it is seeing, like, think of like a fish tank simulator, whatever. But you can put the fish tank in your, kind of like having one of those little keychain pets back in the day, you know?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Why won't home environments reach this point, especially if they lean into
you gotta feed it,
pass-through environments,
take care of it.
And like I said, no more drawing Guardians. So now you put on your headset and it scans your room.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. But here's I have concern with that because I draw my Guardian and there's shit in the way, clearly, you know, and it recognizes it with the little red. But it's not going to prohibit me from playing. Is it going to scan my play area and be like, get the fuck out of here? You got like, you got a foot. You got a foot, you know?
Like, did not let you to play in your desired space.
Yeah, it's
like,
gonna,
bro,
like,
that's not safe.
Clean house flashlight, you know. Like, just,
yeah, that's a good point. We'll see how that plays out. I don't,
because that actually concerned me when I saw it. I was like, oh no, I love this, but I'm not. Is it going to default and then like annoy me the whole game?
Scans your room. Let's see how it plays out. I wouldn't be surprised if it scans your room, then you still draw a play area.
I'm cool with that because I make my play area, you know, sometimes lethally close to things.
Intentionally, too. Like, you want that ability. You want that freedom.
I'm the one who drew it.
Yeah, you want that freedom, you know?
Yeah, I don't want them telling me to get a storage unit.
But I will say, though, this Connect with all the stuff with the inside-out tracking of the upper body, the AI estimation of the legs, all the stuff about resolution, really hearing people's hands-on opinions on it, seeing the developers teasing these graphical comparisons, again, the depth sensor, the scanning, the pancake lenses, increased performance, resolution. I am so pumped. So yeah, pre-orders have been definitely placed.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see the numbers when they come out, like how it did. I
think, to be fair, we have to give it not this Christmas, but Christmas of 2024.
Oh, I get it. But I still want to know how
after that,
how the day one was.
Yeah, I think it's going to be better than day one of Quest 2. People are really positive about this headset.
It's going to be interesting.
This is the most
and in fairness too, there's a lot of people who are getting them as gifts this year, so they don't know that they got one, but someone bought one. You know?
Yeah, that's true too.
And that, you know, but they're just not able to say, "Hey, I got a Quest 3 because that's what my kid wants, or that's what my husband or wife wants." Or
yeah. So let's see what the numbers are. I still have the belief it's going to beat out Quest 2 sales in the long run.
I think it's going to be a hot Christmas item or holiday item for sure.
This year and next. But I don't think I've ever seen like reception of a headset, like demos, be so positive. I've always heard more mixed things, you know, at least a couple people kind of more negative. Well, everybody seems to be loving it.
You got to give Meta some credit, you know. I mean, I know you will, but
I know
they've helped make it.
Not everybody will.
right. They've helped make VR more mainstream as well as affordable. So to me, they've built the Volkswagen for VR. You know, it's like, look, everyone can have one.
If another company built a headset standalone with these specs, it probably wouldn't be these prices.
Dude, no. Because it's standalone alone would probably cost you $800-900, you know?
Although I'll say this headset really now shits out the Quest Pro. I mean, now the only reason to pay the extra for Quest Pro is face and eye tracking.
Now the controllers.
That's true.
I'll take the Pro controllers.
The Pro controllers.
But I don't want to say shit until I really try these. So it's like,
I've heard the tracking on them is nice. People have really said that, like, they kind of tried to make him lose tracking with, you know.
It's better than the 2, right?
Without a doubt.
So
I think this is a legit generational upgrade. This is going to be good. I'm excited. Dude, I'm pumped. October 10th can't come here.
Well, yeah, we're probably in less than 24 hours. We each ordered one or reserved one, whatever it is. Now I just have to hope they're not playing backroom football with my Quest.
Right. And I think the only thing on the software side that we didn't go over with it is the fact that if you pre-order the headset, or even in fact, if you buy a Quest 3 before January 27th, 2024, it's going to come with Asgard's Wrath 3.
What's cool is that's both price tiers too. So it's not like you have to spend.
And that's going to be a $60, 60-hour RPG game.
Nah, bro, I finished that 45 minutes.
Yeah, we joke about
45 minutes, man.
Comes up and it's
1
so
star.
True. That stuff's you know it's gonna.
I asked for a refund because I finished it quicker than the refund time.
And then, like I said, I think I covered just about all the software stuff announced. We'll take an ad break. We'll go.
Well, the stuff that's relevant to us, I suppose, because I mean, you could spend 2 hours talking about all the AI shit they were talking about. And the Ray-Ban glasses themselves. But
that's kind of that's why, it was worth bringing up at the beginning. Like, we went into it for the VR.
Yeah.
But it was not a Meta Quest gaming showcase. This was a Meta Connect. This was all their products. We saw WhatsApp.
But I won't go deep with it, but I'll just say I was excited for the AI stuff after I saw it. It's I really want to try it.
Little chat bots in your phone. And they even have like a general kind of like, I guess, Chat GPT with their AI LLM. They call it Llama. I always laugh at the name.
They like the animal names.
Yeah. So they're gonna have you kind of like a default generic bot. You can ask it like you would Chat GPT any questions, but then they also have celebrities that take the role as like designated personalities, like Snoop Dogg's a dungeon master. They have Israel Adesanya as an MMA coach. They have a couple different ones. Mr. Beast is one. It's quite interesting that direction. But then they do just have a general one, like I said, as well. So that was pretty interesting.
You want celebrity motivation?
And I don't know if society is ready to accept people walking around recording through glasses, because they weren't when Google Glasses came around.
Hell yeah, they are, dude. I even made the joke during the showcase. I'm like, I'm surprised WorldStar didn't come out with these. Right. Like, use your phone.
You're gonna see people hands free. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing too. It's like now people can record and call the cops, because when faced with the decision of recording or calling the cops, people would rather record. It's like, no, man. There's 8 guys stomping that dude right in the head. I'm just gonna keep recording because a whole bunch of people are gonna like this shit. It's like now you don't have to.
You can also yell WorldStar.
And the beatings won't be so severe because somebody will actually call the fucking cops. It won't just be like 80 people in glowing phones. So I love those videos.
Let's see if society is ready for them. But
they're already there.
I will say,
zero argument against it now.
She did sell me on them. The girl was a good presenter on them.
Shit, if Ray-Ban wants to send a couple of pairs our way, I like black.
I'll try them.
I'll take the black one.
Hell yeah! So a whole bunch of cool software.
But now here's the question that we'll get, because I already know which road it's going to go down. Is people are going to be like, you're going to wear those in the bathroom?
That's the thing. That's
you're going to wear them into the locker room at the gym there, Slim. Or even worse, forgetting that you're wearing them, or you're recording because you accidentally triple tapped or whatever process you do. That's probably going to be like mistakenly easy.
Like I said, we went through this with Google Glasses, and people were not ready.
That's where
for
it gets a little
Let's see.
creepy.
Let's see,
Dude,
let's
I
see.
live streamed in confession. Oh
And
my
those-
God.
And those have, yeah, right. And those have a pretty good price point that I could see them being adopted, you know?
$300, dude. And they're fucking Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's probably the cheapest pair of Ray-Bans you can buy.
yeah, it's in par. I bought a few in my lifetime. I used to like the aviators. They were good.
Yeah.
Aviators.
I've heard that they're very expensive. I don't go expensive sunglasses shopping, so I don't know their actual price point. But
after breaking 2 pairs, which I won't even blame them for as a company. One of them was Mother Nature related, so it wasn't even anybody's fault. But I just was like, I can't be dropping. I think back then they were like 120, 140.
Yeah, so they got to be like 300 now. So really, that's not a bad price for them.
No, the thing records.
Yeah, it's a
World
whole
star
freaking computer.
Oh, where's your little horn?
Right. So I feel like I'm missing something big on the hardware or the software updates that they teased with the Quest 3, but
no, I mean, you could get all like, colored face shields.
Yeah, that's true. They have different colors for the face straps. It's $50 extra.
White strap, gray strap,
blue strap. There's a orange one. They have a couple different colors,
which is weird
because here's the thing:
it's on your face.
I'm probably going to go third party anyway.
Well, it's on your face. It doesn't matter what color. It could be cow print. It's on your face.
I have the attitude because
who sees it
for Meta line. They have their made for Meta line. I have the attitude. Who needs made for Meta when you have made for Ruff Talk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, so we'll take a quick ad break. Like I said, if I can think of anything else I missed on the hardware or the software side of it, I'll bring it up after. But for the most part, next we'll kind of go over games and stuff like that were teased. Some pretty cool stuff, including like Legos, which we've talked about being a no-brainer before, so I'm so hyped for that one, but we'll get into that in a bit. But I always like to say, if you've been enjoying this episode, subscribe, rate us 5 stars, go join our legendary, our fabled Discord server, full of great VR discussion, game meetups, life talk, food, animal picks, all that stuff. So go visit the link in our show notes as well. Go join our Patreon server where you can get cool listener perks like on-air shout-outs, access to an exclusive channel in our Discord server, your name across the ticker on a screen, a whole bunch of cool stuff. So go check out those links. And before our ad break, huge shout-out to our Patreon supporters, Amelia, Asim, Crispy, Earth Witness, Jake, and Shoes. Thank you all for your continued weekly support. Monthly support, but
Shoes
weekly
in dangerous games.
Yeah, Shoes. We'll have another one with him soon.
Yeah,
sure.
I feel it.
So we're overdue for it.
I feel like some public humiliation again. Why not?
Yes, we have a busy couple weeks. That's why we're remote right now.
Yeah.
But as soon as we're back, we'll definitely do another Shoes game. So we'll be back with you in just a moment. Enjoy this ad break. Check out our Discord, Patreon, and hang tight.
Are you a developer or studio who's dreamed of taking your VR project to the next level, but felt lost in the vast landscape of the metaverse? Well, we've got news for you. Meet our newest sponsor, Impact Reality XR. These aren't just any professionals. They're a dedicated team of content creators, brand managers, IT experts, and so much more, specifically focused on the XR industry. Remember the immersive experience of Ghost of Tabor or the pulsating beats of Synth Riders? Yep, those incredible titles worked with Impact Reality XR. From our personal journey in the VR space, there's something reassuring about seeing Impact Reality XR affiliated with a game. And why? Because it means we're stepping into a world where attention to detail and professional execution are a given. They are one of the only PR companies dedicated specifically to the XR industry. At Ruff Talk VR, their involvement is like a seal of quality for us. So, whether you're in need of marketing, consulting, influencer relations, or even a snazzy press box to make an impression, Impact Reality XR has got you covered. Dive into the metaverse with confidence and let Impact Reality XR truly impact your reality. Developers and studios ready to elevate your VR experience, head over to impactrealityxr.com and fill out the contact form. Your vision deserves the spotlight, and Impact Reality XR knows just how to get it there. Today, we're here with a sponsor for your bouncing bundle of joy. No, we're not talking about a baby. We're talking about your baby makers. That's right. Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. But just like babies, your delicate little guys have sensitive skin and deserve products that are not only skin safe, but made with safe ingredients. That's where Manscaped's Platinum Package comes in. From razors to shower care, this package goes above the gold standard for your body hair. So treat your beautiful boys to the world's finest toys at manscaped.com and use the code RuffTalkVR for 20% off plus free shipping. The Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is the one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. They designed this package to allow you to fully align your entire hygiene routine with elite products. Inside this Platinum Package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo plus Conditioner, Ultra Premium Deodorant, Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver Ball Spray Toner, Anti-Chafing Boxers, and the Shed Travel Bag to hold your goods while traveling. The Lawnmower 4.0 Body Trimmer and Weed Whacker Nose and Ear Hair Trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect your delicate parts and holes. Both are waterproof so you can shave with less mess. The Platinum Package 4.0 covers all bases from head to toe and hair to ball fro. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code RuffTalkVR at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code RuffTalkVR. Use the Platinum Package because the gold standard is no longer good enough. Hey, Ruff Talk VR listeners. Are you looking for a transformative escape within the realm of VR? Dive into the tranquil world of Mindway, the premier VR meditation and wellness app exclusively on MetaQuest. Just imagine floating through serene landscapes, immersing yourself in relaxation, pushing past the day's stresses, and nurturing your inner space. Mindway isn't just any VR experience. It's where science meets serenity, helping you discover a better, more grounded version of yourself. What's unique about Mindway? They've made meditation bite-sized and manageable for our busy lives. Whether you're seeking a quick mindfulness break, soothing ASMR moments, or a digital sleeping pill to drift into dreamland, Mindway has got you covered. And with features like peer support, a beautiful original soundtrack, and scientifically developed content, your journey towards mental strength and happiness is in reliable hands. Join the thousands who are already embracing this new chapter of mental well-being. So if you're ready for a revolutionary self-care journey right into your VR headset, then make your next stop Mindway VR. Click, breathe, transform. Download Mindway on MetaQuest today.
And we're back. So besides all the software stuff and the hardware with like depth sensor, pancake lenses, increased resolution, slimmer, not lighter weight, but slimmer, better weight distribution, all that great stuff to be hyped for, increased processing power. We also got a lot of game teasers, especially mixed reality. Even like a game like Asgard's Wrath 2, they teased a mixed reality mode in that game, which was not a game that I would expect to have mixed reality at all. Asgard's Wrath 2, I was like, how is that going to work? But it sounds like things are just going to shoot out of the wall style.
But your wall. I love some of the footage of stuff coming from like ceilings and stuff. And I'm like, I'm kind of softening up to this whole mixed reality thing. And I think it's going to really shine through with that color pass through.
Yeah, well, they're really pushing it for the Quest 3, with the color pass through. They were really acting like that's the big feature with it, which
I saw some like words that people had been able to like read.
Yeah, people are saying that they can read their phone in pass-through mode.
Yeah,
like read text on their phone, read a book, read a screen.
I thought it was just a meme at first, and I'm like, oh no, shit, this is actually like people are saying they can do it.
Well, that'll be very convenient. Have you ever had one of those apps that make you check your email real quick with your headset on? Usually it's social apps that have done it. And then it's like you got to take off your headset because no way you're seeing your phone.
Yeah, I look down my headset like through the nose.
That's enough to navigate for basic stuff. But if I got to go all the way in my email, I'm just taking off my headset. But if you can just look at your phone in pass-through mode, then boom, that's, I don't know. We'll see. Things are going to get fun with this. I don't think anybody anticipated pass-through was going to be a big thing at Quest 2 launch with that infrared. And even with that black and white, people were all about it. So let's see a year or two in development. You have games like Laser Dance coming out. That one made by the Cubism developer, which they teased it a bit in some of their trailers. You're going to have lasers on the wall. You got to navigate across your room. They try to touch the button to kind of get it. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Wait until you can set booby traps around your house. So like when your family members walk by them, shit happens.
Well, that'll be the type of gaming experiences you'll see as co-location and stuff get better. So give it another year or two on that.
That's actually a good idea.
But we saw a bunch of cool new games teased too, like a game called Bam, which reminded me a lot of Quantar. It's like a top-down party multiplayer brawler. They even describe it a little bit as a Smash Bros-esque game.
No, they said it's Smash Brothers meets something else, and I can't remember what the something else is. That sucks.
Yeah. I guess that's a equally important part of that combo as
yeah,
it's
50% of
it. I read Smash Brothers and stopped reading, but it looked pretty cool. I mean, I'm definitely down to try it. It sounds like there's going to be multiplayer. There's going to be bot battle, like if you want to play against bots. My thing with multiplayer is, can we play in teams? Because that's where we kicked ass in Quantum.
Yeah, that could be the deal breaker.
I didn't catch if it is, like that, if it's cooperative multiplayer, if we can do 2v2, or if it's just multiplayer with Rumble time. We're going in free for all. I couldn't tell, but it's launching with the Quest 3 on the same date on October 10th. So and it's going to be in mixed reality too. That's another one of those mixed reality games that they were pushing. So I'm excited to try Bam, though. I love Quantar. If we can play in a team, I'm very confident in our ability based off of Quantar.
Yeah, I'll probably have fun either way, but I'd much rather be on a team. It's not as fun,
Yeah, it's like we both love Glass Breakers, but we would play the game a lot more if we could play with each other against people. Yeah, because then we can use our strategic brains together, and we tend to do actually pretty good in there. Like with Dungeons of Eternity, we're kicking ass with that game right now. We're having so much fun with it. I really hope that game.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about how I'm addicted to that game a little.
Honestly, at first, I think after the tutorial, you really were not sold on it.
No, because I played a little bit of that, and then I played another game, and then I'm like, I might be leaning a little more towards this other game, and then I don't know. I actually thought you didn't hear me because you're like, so you want to play Dungeons tonight, and I'm like, yeah, I'll play. And then, I don't know, just something happened, and I was like...
Tell you what it is, the first time we got new weapons.
Yeah, it's got... Yeah. We'll do a full review. You're 100% correct, sir.
We have some very
basic... Now I want everything.
We have some very basic things we need to discover still with that game, and then we'll be good to review it. Yeah. I'm like, once we figure out gems and a couple other things, then we're good. But
yeah, then I'll be in business.
I really hope that one has a Quest 3 specific launch version to it, besides the default.
So I keep saying when we play it, I'm like, I hope they optimize it for the 3 because it deserves it.
I'm surprised if it's going to be a heavily pushed Quest 3 title as well, which it should be. I'm surprised we don't see mixed reality in that game, but I can confirm there's no mixed reality in Dungeons.
What do you think studios like Walkabout are going to do with that extra power and stuff?
Well, they still have a studio like Walkabout specifically is going to make sure to still cater to the Quest 2.
Well, obviously.
So it's not going to make any difference.
You think they'll do optimized ones for the 3?
Maybe. I don't think so, though.
I don't think. Well, it's weird because I brought them up specifically because in one case you almost do they need to? With what they're already doing.
Because when we talk to them, they're pretty big about keeping their builds consistent across PC, PSVR 2, etc. Yeah. So I don't think that specifically for those social games that try to be on as many platforms as possible. Golf Plus, I don't think we'll see them take full advantage of it. Pop 1, but
I wish Golf Plus would.
But Red Matter 2, I'm popping in that game day 1 on my Quest. I just got to see. There's a couple scenes I want to see.
Well, you better, play it 5 minutes before playing the.
Yeah, that's true. Just
playing it on the 3. Yeah.
I already know.
Otherwise, you could be playing the same one. You'd probably be like, dude, these most amazing graphics ever.
I'm concerned I'll never want to put on my Quest 2 lenses again.
You know
But
what's weird? The reality hit me that we each have now an extra headset.
Mm-hmm. Throw the partners in there, throw the other halves.
Well,
4-person.
It's weird because we're not alone in this. There's a lot of people who have hit. So in a way, depending on the game, you could use your significant other to just farm
100%.
experience points.
100%. They don't know, but they're going to be walkabout mini golf players pretty soon.
I brought it up to Tracy the other night. I'm like, I'm going to have, I said, it's, too bad you get motion sickness from VR because mini golf would be doable.
Yeah. It's
and I don't,
a fun one.
So I'm already seed planting here.
But, a whole bunch of mixed reality stuff was shown, like Ghostbusters was shown that they're getting a mixed reality mode. Go figure, right? Les Mills, they're getting a mixed reality mode, which I thought that was interesting. I wasn't really expecting them.
Dude, I get so into it. It doesn't matter for Les Mills.
Well, I definitely got what's cool about all these games updating with, either Quest 3 specific builds or now color pass-through modes. I got to go pop in and check them out. So it's a cheap way to get me back in,
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, if somebody's done anything specific for the 3 and you have it, you're going to be like, I got to try it.
Even Stranger Things VR, that's going to feature mixed reality in it.
Yeah, that's going to be weird.
That actually got a official release date. It's now coming out November 30th. So let's see. Mixed reality on Stranger Things. That was the one that I was probably the most skeptical with. Besides that, and then Wallace and Gromit, which is an animated. I love Wallace and Gromit. I remember the shorts.
Dude, I just love their names, man.
Yeah, I remember the shorts
Wallace.
As a kid. It was always like these short little films. They were the shit.
Wallace and Gromit.
It's the same studio that made Madrid Noir. And dude, it looks pretty cool, but they're going to have a mixed reality game mode in it. So that'll be interesting. So Stranger Things and that.
I'm dying to try it, man.
Yeah, I was a little skeptical of those additions for sure. Like I said, the other ones, Les Mills, I'll go check it out. Ghostbusters, I can see that. Legos, Lego, what's it called? Lego Brick Tales. It's a game that exists on other consoles. That's going to have a mixed reality mode, which is exactly what we would hope for.
Well, as long as you take real Legos and sprinkle them on the floor, so when you're walking around, that's not just virtual. Ouch.
Legos with no stepping on it or, lost pieces. But it looks like with Brick Tales, I never played Brick Tales on the other consoles, but it looks like you can obviously build a lot of Lego shit off of blueprints. And then it also looks like there's some coming to life aspect with it. So I'm super excited for Brick Tales, but that makes sense to be mixed reality. You build it on your table.
Yeah, it's stuff. Legos. You don't need to be in a fancy dancy world.
Stranger Things and Wallace and Gromit, I'm a little skeptical of. I can't lie.
Wallace and Gromit, buddy.
Dude, I'm so pumped for it though.
Yeah. I just want to try it all, man. There's a lot of shit coming.
Well, some of it's available in October, on October 10th, like Bam, the mixed reality Smash Bros-esque combined with whatever the other game we can't remember. Like that'll be available October 10th. Lego Brick Legends or Brick Tales, that comes out December 10th or December 7th. So, we're getting some staggered releases. At least it's not all coming at once. Gives us time to digest. If they dumped them all on October 10th,
Oh, no, it'd be only the strongest survive when it happens.
Exactly. You'll go check them all out, but you're not going to stick with them all. But a staggered releases, this gives me at least a couple weeks to play with each, right? Although Dungeons and Eternity, that's going to take between that, Ghost of Tabor, things are getting tough, man. Games got to be good to really, really get me hooked on them.
Yeah, man, this is going to be an exciting season.
Mm-hmm. Whole bunch of good stuff.
And then obviously next year, it's like we don't even know what's coming.
Yeah, and then there's kind of a stealth drop with Roblox. That was in beta. And now as of the Connect, it's officially out, like full version. You can just go download Roblox, not on App Lab, off of the official store. So, a whole bunch of cool stuff coming out of Connect. Let's see what else there was. Brick Tales is probably my number one. December 7th can't come quick enough, but Supernatural, a fitness app on the Quest store, they did something interesting. We don't see this often. their subscription price dropped from $18 a month to $10 a month. So
Yeah, that's cool.
That's wicked cool. So Supernatural's Meta owned, but so clearly they can afford that that $8 hit. But I think that that's a much more attractive price. So everybody wins in that.
For a membership price, yeah.
That's almost a 50% drop, to go from $18 to $10. Dude.
80.
Yeah, right. $80. Well, it'll end up being past $80 after a year, but nonetheless, that's $10 you can justify very, very easily. So you don't see subscription prices go down often, like at all.
No, and I really also they did announce that they did have a short segment, I'll say, about the business aspects that you can.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about Connect is they had some like speaking events with different developers, different people who work for Meta. Like that's where Scott Albright had his talk. Some people from Beyond Frames, they were on some panels. So definitely highly recommend checking out those panels. I'm still going through them now. I kind of got the big announcements and everything, but there's so much knowledge being discussed on those panels. Highly recommend check them out.
Yeah, I believe you can do so on YouTube, as they'll be releasing them all week.
They don't have them broken up into segments yet, unfortunately. Like even it'll take like another week or two before it's all broken up to be easily digestible. Because right now, if you want to just go watch one, it's not that easy, But in another week or two, as they slowly upload them, then it definitely will. So, what do you think was your most hyped game of Connect? For me, it was definitely Brick Tales.
That's just something that I think should exist anyways. So I don't know if I was.
We've always said it.
I think I was excited for the confirmation,
just to be able to pre-order.
Yeah.
Once you saw that, I think you were content.
The pre-order was like that was the one I was waiting for, because we already knew what the base price was going to be, and again, it was enough quote unquote leaks of specs and numb you up to some of the things that maybe would have caused a little uproar on day one or something. So it was smart, but I love that they're packaging it at both price points with a really good game. Which I kind of predicted they were going to do a bundle anyways.
Yeah, they almost got me at the 128 for 500 because that's such an attractive price. So
it's beautiful, dude.
For keeping that price point. But for honestly, if somebody was new to VR and they were like, hey, should I get one? That's what I would point them towards.
Yeah, don't go spend $650 until you want to.
Exactly. Then regret it for the next generation. Cool, but then you're
spend $150 less and get a whole bunch less. But that's okay. You do that.
I'll still tell you to spend $650, but I'll tell you to go take that $150. Get a good third party strap. Get some knuckles. Some hand grips. Oh, you could even say once
it's a beautiful entry price for what is a great machine. It's not like you get anything extra with the more expensive one other than storage.
No, which I was thinking maybe they would, but no, just data storage.
No, then that'd be a little cruel.
They still got me with that, these guys.
That's all right.
Nonetheless, there was a couple more things showing off, like FitXR, another fitness app like Supernatural. They also announced that they're getting Zumba classes, so an official partnership with Zumba. Well, hey, that's a big brand,
Yeah.
Zumba,
people still do it.
Wait till Zumba pushes that to their audience that you can.
Well, all right, now that's where it's going to get, but it's going to be a little weird because they need the people who instruct Zumba need you to come to the class. They don't need you staying home putting your headset on doing Zumba.
Supplemental.
That's why you go to fucking class. Okay. When you speak your language, So they come out with a BJJ instructor.
But not everybody has access to a facility that does Zumba classes.
So we'll see how Zumba promotes it themselves. They already have their names on the damn game.
Because that's the first thing I thought is Zumba goes, hey guys, you can do Zumba exercises in VR. Some number of people are going and buying a headset.
Yeah.
There's
going to be a bunch of people who are too embarrassed to go to shit like that.
Yeah,
the hardest part walking through the door. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you'll be able to do Zumba in your house. So I think that's going to be the bigger audience.
Yeah, I think that was a bigger announcement.
People are like, I'm not going to go in there and do a bunch of Zumba. Come on. I don't even know what a Zumba is.
Yeah, I think that was a bigger announcement.
Did it have stripes?
Then got that glossed over. Kind of got glossed over. That's a pretty big one in my opinion. So cool stuff there. Then there was another game that I've been hyped for a while, and it's so cool to see it get some official coverage from Meta like this. It's called Genotype. It's releasing they're hoping for October 2023.
I thought you were going to say Civilization.
No, dude, that would have been the first thing I brought up. The only thing that I could be more excited for than Civilization in VR would be GTA. But Genotype is releasing October 2023, and you can pre-order it now for 14% off. And
that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter game, but it looks great. Honestly.
14% off?
Yeah, I laughed at
it. Is a little weird.
I knew you were going to bring it up.
Yep.
Knew you were going to bring it up. There's no way you can't because it's the first thing I thought. The only 13 would.
The only way it could be better is if they threw in a point. 0.36.
Yeah, I laughed at the 14%. I thought
14%.
It almost makes you wonder, like, would they have been better to do less of a percentage at 10, and it just would have been more digestible? 14% makes me go, whoa!
It's not quite 15.
It's not quite 10.
It's not 10.
14%.
It's 14.
That's actually a good point. You couldn't give that 1% more just to make it a clean 15.
Yeah, it just looks better on paper.
But I don't mean to speak negatively at
all.
No,
it's still it's a great offering. It just cracks me up that it's 14%.
Yeah, I love it. Makes me laugh every time. But it looks like a great game. I'm so excited to get it. I'll definitely be pre-ordering. I'll check out Genotype as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, dude, that looks like it's gonna be pretty damn good. Really story heavy too, I think.
Oh yeah. And then there was one last game shown off at the Connect called Out of Scale. It's I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a Kyrgyzstan adventure game. It's made in partnership with Shell Games.
Oh yeah, I was waiting to see how you were going to pronounce this because
you couldn't.
No, dude. I actually thought as I was reading about it that Shell Games was trolling. I'm like, are they trolling with this name? Like, this is some made up, like, it literally is a whole bunch of letters that don't look like they belong next to each other deliberately. So I'm like, I don't know how you're going to pronounce this.
Walk up to like, people on the street and ask them to point that country out on a map and see what they point at,
It's funny. But what's the name of the company again? Say it again.
Well, it's a Kyrgyzstan adventure, I think.
Kyrgyzstan?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
How would you pronounce it?
I don't know. I don't even have it open on my.
Yeah, but it's made in partnership with Shell Game.
That I can pronounce.
As much as I can't pronounce it either, it is an existing 2D educational game series.
Science based too, I think, right?
That I believe so.
Yeah.
And they're bringing it to VR, so that's pretty cool.
I'm excited to play that. Because if I can,
educational games for kids.
Well, if they can teach me how to pronounce the name of the studio or the type of game, whichever one it is, I'll already be smarter.
I couldn't tell if that was the brand or a type of educational game, but I think it's the brand. I think that's the.
The word ignorant is coming to mind.
I can spell that one.
Someone is actually going to comment, and they're going to. They've done it before for.
Like the phonetic breakdown.
Yeah, but I'm always grateful for that. Like I know it starts with a Z, but it's an S sound.
But it's going to be called though Out of Scale. It's Out of Scale, a Kyrgyzstan adventure.
I can't wait to get my hands on that.
Yeah, so a whole bunch of cool stuff. Like I said, a bunch of mixed reality games.
That seems more of an educational category too, I think, right? Or no?
Yeah. That's all it is educational games for kids.
It's strictly for kids. I don't want that.
I'm pretty sure that's why. I was
okay, no.
You can't wait to get your.
Well, no, because I was like, shit, you're gonna learn some science, work in the lab.
I got the vibe it was targeted for kids. I'll double check on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right.
It would make sense. I got that vibe from it.
I just get excited to know, like, well, shit, you actually learn something.
Hey, look at that! You're excited to learn. That's all.
Wish I was a kid.
Yeah.
put that Quest 3 on and start learning science.
And it's funny because it doesn't seem like that there was that much at the Connect, when they showed it all off. But then when you break it all down into all these different points, like, yeah, holy moly, there was a lot about the headset. Like I say, I already said all the spec breakdowns enough, but then all these different software and mixed reality modes and game teasers.
No, it was a good showing, man.
And then I think just the last thing I want to bring up, and then we can wrap this baby up, is Mark Zuckerberg did another interview with Lex Friedman, and it was a podcast interview, and they used their Meta codec avatars, which is important to say that you're not going to see these on a Quest 3.
Yeah, we don't get these.
Right. No, it's a multi-step process to get the avatar, with the most complex part, in my understanding, is the initial scan. So you need to get a really good scan with a very expensive camera. That's the most difficult part. And Zuck even said that, like, they've gotten latency down on it. They've gotten all, like, the software aspects of the codec avatars down. But the two most troublesome parts are that it requires high-end PC, high-end computing, and the initial scan. But nonetheless, so they each got a nice scan of themselves. They each wore a Quest Pro, and they were hooked up very clearly to nice computers. They had on headphones, but it real-time rendered an avatar of them that had face tracking, eye tracking, hand tracking. And I recommend to everybody to, even if you don't listen to the whole interview, just check out the video, just a clip of it, and just to see the quality of those codec avatars is insane. It was a super cool concept.
You know what is weird?
What's that?
When he first started talking, he mentioned the word hologram like 5 times in a row.
Really?
Yeah. I started counting because I'm like, wow, every 2 sentences he's mentioning hologram.
Maybe he was saying to himself, don't say hologram again.
Hologram.
Come out, and he's like, God damn it.
So I'm like, why is he referring to things as holograms? If they're avatars, it's an avatar.
Maybe that's how he considers the codec avatar, because maybe the eventual plan.
So I'm just wondering,
this is the case.
Because I just kept wondering, like, is he working more on like some hologram technology as well?
Well, just imagine, we know that they're working on AR glasses, right? So imagine a day where somebody could do a call as a codec avatar, as the speaker, and then as a viewer, you could project that as a hologram with your glasses, just for yourself to consume, but anywhere you want in a room. You get what I'm saying? So that person's talking as a codec avatar somewhere, and then you put on your glasses, your AR glasses, and that's projected on your living room, and you have whoever doing the speech right there, I could see that. So maybe
anytime I see holograms, I always picture Star Wars.
Yeah. He's probably calling it holograms because what they have internally is so far ahead of what they've released consumer wise. Like,
was he told not to say hologram, and he just like, where was it like, oh, that funny cop movie where the cops in Vermont there, where they bet each other to do dumb shit, and they're like, say meow, like, hey, say hologram. If you can say hologram 5 times.
I bet you, Zuck, you cannot say hologram in the first 120 seconds.
Right? No, he just kept dropping them. And I think he even said it a couple more times. So maybe it was like 7 times. Who knows?
That's interesting.
I was like, that's weird. Just a weird choice of words to use when alts are not shy from using the word avatars.
100%. So
weird.
Definitely recommend taking a peek at that video. Even like I said, just for a glimpse, just to get an idea.
Dude, it was good. Even the shit I wasn't really anxious for. I was, in the big picture, I was like, wow, I'm kind of glad I got to see all that.
Yeah. No,
there's some tech coming I want to play with.
The codec avatars are so far away from us as consumers. Well, that's what I think, but maybe it's closer than I imagine, at least 5 to 10 years. But the day it's here, it's going to be insane. And then I guess one last thing to wrap it up quick, and then I'll actually wrap it up. This will be a quick one. NFL Pro Era 2 was supposed to come out very soon, but unfortunately it just got a last-minute delay, and the release date is currently unknown.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not really losing sleep over that one.
No, but I had to mention, if anybody's been waiting for NFL Pro Era 2, you might just need to wait a little bit longer. But it's still in the works. Usually when developers do that, it's for the best.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. you know.
No, you don't. I'd rather a game delayed than released bad. It's hard to come back from a bad release, that's for sure. So, anything that I missed that you want to bring up before we wrap up?
No, man. Once I knew that I pre-ordered the Quest, I'm just like anxious to get it now.
Yeah, can't wait to share our thoughts on it. You know, our first experiences. As much as I want to go into Red Matter 2, the reality is multiplayer games. I hope even a game like Ghost of Tabor has builds ready ASAP. Like that's a game that I imagine is going to benefit so much. So I can't wait. So thanks for doing this even remote. You know, we're remote this week.
Yeah, man. Sorry.
It is what it is, but the show goes
We'll be
on,
back
right?
to we'll be back to normal soon.
Yeah, it's a busy couple weeks, but the show goes on. We'll still have content for you. You know, some game reviews and other interviews. So we're doing our best out here. So then we'll be back to normal, like you said, very soon. So if you enjoy this episode, subscribe, rate us 5 stars, join the Patreon, and stay tuned for our next one.
Take care.